Like he wouldn't have been a force back in the days. That's
Would or not.
He wouldn't have been a force.
Why is that?
He would have struggled because they was making him 2 jump shots, and he wasn't gonna be doing no Europe to the basket like he doing Euro step to the basket and just get layup. No, somebody gonna knock his head off. I mean, I'm glad he's doing what he's doing now, but he definitely wouldn't. He been come on the bench back in the days.
Can you lock up LeBron?
No one could lock up LeBron. Me, Mike, and Scotty could. I would have locked his ass up. LeBron is so easy to play. He's so fucking easy to play. He don't have any moves. The game is too simple. He just big. Now, 260, whatever, 6'8", 6'9". That's the only thing he got, pretty much.
When it's all said and done, they'll appreciate it more. But I wish I could just run and with 7 feet and run and just dunk. Like that takes no skill at all. I got to actually learn how to play basketball and how to have skill,
Does he have the arsenal that a Michael Jordan, that a Kobe Bryant, that a Kevin Durant? He drives to the basket. Now he can hit the three. He's not a great three-point shooter, but he's streaky. He's likely going to end up the all-time leading scorer. How can he not be a great scorer?
Because I think
and he does it efficiently too. That's the main thing. He does it efficiently. He's a career 50% shooter.
All right, man. I seen a clip the other day of JJ Redick, a sports personality that I actually love, but I seen him ranking his top 3 players and somehow putting 2 players that aren't anywhere near as accomplished as Giannis over Giannis. This resulted in Giannis following up an already amazing performance at Philly, literally having the game-saving block and out-dueling the player that JJ somehow believes is better than him. He followed that up with an even better performance over another player that he ranked over Giannis, Kevin Durant. Now, me personally, I don't even believe that JJ Redick meant exactly what he was saying. I don't. Sometimes when ranking players on the spot especially, you can easily forget certain players in certain moments, and I understand that. Also, he was literally right in front of one of the players that he was ranking. So his natural impulsive praise for the player that he's right in front of, I feel like that just came out, and later on he probably recognized, I really didn't mean that. I just kind of said that. But this clip, it made me think of a problem that Giannis is now facing that to me is very similar to LeBron. Now, I'm not going to be hypocritical at all. I would even call out myself for some BS when it's warranted. One of my most regretful videos of all time is the video I made after James Harden made his comments about Giannis. At this time, I still had to see Giannis prove to me that his game can translate smoothly in the playoffs and that an interior wall wouldn't be his Achilles heel every single year. This was followed up by me picking the Bucks to make the NBA Finals and the Heat stopping Giannis in his tracks again with a similar formula. This only heightened my questions about Giannis. Can he actually win with that play style? Does his game translate in the playoffs? And can he be the best player on a championship team? Then, unlike LeBron, his first go around in Cleveland, Milwaukee went all in on actually helping Giannis out, something that's very underrated in sports. You have to cater to your specific star style, like you literally have to, and they did just that, acquiring Jrue Holiday, letting him facilitate the offense, and actually allowing Giannis to play a little bit more off ball. He thrived in a role that was best suited for his skill set in that moment while still developing his perimeter game further. This reminds me a lot of when LeBron first went to Miami. He always credits that time as time well spent to learn how to win. D-Wade was pivotal in helping/guiding him during his first title run. And notice, after he won that first championship, he came back and literally had his greatest season ever, coming back a better, more seasoned player. You can just see it. The year after he won his first championship and tasted that brief moment of success, he came back and won his second consecutive MVP. He became the best defender in the league. That was the year they won 27 straight games. That was the year he closed the NBA Finals, something that some people doubted he could ever do. That's where he was at that state of his career, and that's where I think Giannis is currently. You can literally see the progression in Giannis's confidence, his swag, his willingness to fail, because he knows, bro, I've already won. All that pressure is gone. I absolutely love what Giannis said after that Nets game because to me, it speaks volumes and it proves my point further. He basically said, bro, I'm over myself. I don't really care if I miss shots anymore. I have this new abundance mindset. And once a star gets there, bro, they become even more lethal because they're past that prove it stage. This is where I feel like Kevin Durant is right now, and that's why he's so dangerous. He can literally have an argument with a 12-year-old in the morning and drop 50 at night because he's not playing for opinions anymore. He's already been there and done that. He's proved it. Now, enough with the BS. I want to get to why I feel like Giannis officially has the LeBron problem. Before LeBron came into this league, we had literally never seen anybody quite like him. Like, you want to call him Jordan because he wears 23, he's up next, all this, but his pass first instincts are quite the opposite of MJ. You want to call him Magic, but he's a better defender, scorer, and athlete than Magic ever was, so even that's kind of lazy. He's a player that you can't precisely categorize, so instead, people just critique him for breaking historical NBA norms with our all-time favorite NBA players. I don't even know why y'all compare him to Michael Jordan, bro. Michael Jordan would have ignored that open man and shot that game winner over 2-3 people, bro. That's just back then what he used to do. I don't even know why y'all compare him to Kobe, bro. Kobe, he got way more moves. LeBron just strong. Yet peak for peak, they pretty much average the exact same amount, yet LeBron has done it a lot more efficiently. Like, it really doesn't even make sense. It's not that Kobe or Carmelo or Kevin Durant, they've scored better than LeBron, because that's factually not even true. It's just that their games are probably prettier and it looked better, but the effectiveness is the exact same. You know why, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, you know why some people, especially older generations, they struggle with giving LeBron his proper credit? It's because of, out of everybody in the top 10 list ever, like the top 10 list of all time, his game is the most sophisticated and hardest to scale in on any one thing. It's not really one signature thing that he does because he's the most multifaceted. Like, let's really take a look at it. Michael Jordan, the best scorer / killer assassin ever, 6-0 in the finals. He's never lost. Magic Johnson, the best natural point guard passer ever. Larry Bird, the 3-point shooting assassin and really the best white American player we've ever had. Shaq, the most physically dominant. Kobe, similar to Michael Jordan. Wilt, the most dominant of an era. Bill Russell, the best winner. Tim Duncan, the most fundamentally sound. Hakeem, the best post-game scorer ever. Kareem, the most unstoppable move. LeBron, how the hell do you categorize him? You can't really box him in with any one specific group because he's been so versatilely great at different things and it looks nothing like we've ever seen. So instead, people just critique him for everything he's not. The same thing I feel like Giannis is kind of going through right now. People, they still struggle to call Giannis the best player in the world because he looks nothing like we're used to at all. Giannis, he can't be the best player in the world because he has no outside shooting game, no perimeter game, he can't hit free throws, and he has no bag. Yet, if you look at the top scorers this year, he's at the top with everybody else, so it's just as effective. He can't be the best player in the world because he can't close. Yet in the fourth quarter this year, he's at the top of damn near every single list. And I know he's not the best on-ball closer like a Kevin Durant, a Kyrie Irving, a LeBron, whatever. But look at Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan wasn't the greatest on-ball closer. You give him the ball, clear out, and he gets you a bucket every single time. But he had a team surrounding his skill set, and we never critiqued that. Tim Duncan is 5th on my all-time list, and people don't really critique him for that. Shaq, he literally couldn't even touch the ball 2 minutes left because they would hack his ass. He couldn't even touch the ball. Do we critique Shaq for that? No, he's still Shaq, and we don't discount the rest of the 34 minutes that he put in. For some reason with Giannis, it feels like we do. It's gotten a lot better as of late, but Giannis still isn't universally known as the best player in the world because he's now surpassed LeBron as the most unorthodox play style face of the league that we've probably ever seen. Even me, bro, like I said, I'm no hypocrite, I'll be honest. Kevin Durant on any given night still feels like the best player in the world because his offensive skill set is just unmatched. I've never seen it before. He's a unicorn as well, but it's different because he's a relatable unicorn. He's a 7-foot guard. We've all played 2K and made a Kevin Durant before. Who's really made a Giannis? Like, watching a 50-point performance from Giannis and Kevin Durant, bro, it's polar opposites. Giannis could give you 45 and you don't even realize it because it's so routinely dominant in which he does it. Dunks, drives, a few mid-range shots and free throws, a possible 3 here and there. And you look up like, damn, bro, Giannis got 47. What the hell? It didn't even feel like it. Kevin Durant, you're going to feel all 47 points because it looks so damn different. Either way, it's still just as effective, and head-to-head in a team effort, Giannis has been more dominant individually and significantly more victorious over their last few matchups. So who's really the better player? And I don't want to hear about the team stuff, bro. I don't want to hear about that, because when Kevin Durant had the Golden State shield behind him and LeBron had me and you with him, nobody was saying nothing. Some people were still saying Kevin Durant, so I'm not giving them that excuse. Lastly, I want to recite something that Kenyon Martin said that I believe to be 1000% facts. We're starting to get bored with the dominance of Giannis almost the same way we did LeBron. The difference is Giannis is probably going to be even worse because he's not making himself front page headlines like LeBron did switching teams, and he's probably going to retire a buck, which is going to be boring to some people. Remember around 2012-13 where LeBron won 4 out of 5 MVPs and could have very well won all 5, and it's like his regular seasons didn't even count anymore because they were just so consistently dominant, and we just wanted to see him in the playoffs at this point. That's pretty much at the stage Giannis is right now. Ironically, that era in which that occurred for both players, that pretty much happened almost like a decade apart exactly. Now, LeBron did go to the finals in 07 at 22 years old. That was just LeBron being LeBron. They had no business being there. But if you look at him from 08 or 09 to 2012, and if you look at Giannis from 19 to 2022, their accolades and their numbers and stuff like that, they're very comparable if you really look at it. The saying that we fear what we don't understand, bro, it's facts, and it's very applicable in this instance. How the hell could a try hard every night, unorthodox, no natural bag having Giannis be the best player in the world? Well, it's because his impact on his team on both sides is more impactful than any player this league has to offer, and you just have to accept that. It's crazy because the current critiques that Giannis has sound almost identical as the ones LeBron faced. And to me, that's just a clear indication that, like it or not, understand it or not, Giannis, he's the new king. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe and turn on post notifications to this channel if you haven't already. It's April, the playoffs are here, or they're about to be here, and I promise you a lot of content will be here for the next 3 months. So you want to tune in. Follow my social media sites, turn on post notifications, do all that great stuff, guys. And until next time, as always, stay tuned.